What's up, y'all? We are going to be doing two paragons for Island 1. I went ahead and put a float here and then in the back as well too. We're going to start with Sadia. Make sure that you put her on strong, and then we're going to go ahead. You can put your free dart out if you have that, and then we're going to go ahead and put a boat, and we're making this a 2-2-0. And then we're going to add another boat. If you place them right, you can put four of them in there. We're going to make that a 2-2-0 as well, and then we're going to end up upgrading one to a 3-2-0. This is going to destroy the boss pretty quickly, so you can put it on slow so you can upgrade quickly and then you don't miss an upgrade. Go ahead and place a third one and then mark all of these on strong as well. Remember that this boss goes immune every 10 rounds, so we're going to go ahead and immediately start placing boomerangs, and all of these are going to be a 0-4-2 and mark these on strong. As soon as you can use their ability, please make sure you use your ability because that's what's going to destroy the boss on there. So you're going to see me place several of these, and as you use the ability, it's just going to immediately take the health down from the boss. So keep spamming the boomerangs and make them all a 0-4-2. Constantly use the ability. And then here in a second, you're also going to see me place a sub for camo detection because right now we don't have anything for camo. But as you see, you can get through several rounds. And eventually we will be upgrading to a sub paragon after we do a dart paragon. So we'll end up leaving the sub in there. So after you spam some, then go ahead and place a sub, and we're going to upgrade that to a 4-2-0. And then here in a second, since this is immune to magic, it's going to go immune to support. So make sure you're paying attention to what it's going immune to, because we're going to kind of loop back and upgrade our military, because primary is getting ready to go immune. So with those rock balloons, we want to be prepared to have our next set of defense. So that's why we are going to immediately start working back on our Buccaneers and working on upgrading those to a 4-2-0. And we are going to spam a bunch of those and eventually upgrade one to a T5 as a stronger one to a 5-2-0. So you're going to see me keep placing these. And now that you see it's immune to primary, I am going to immediately start selling all of these boomerangs because it's immune to primary right now. And we're going to place a super monkey, and it went really fast, but it's going to be a 0-2-4. And if you know about the super monkey, you can move the super monkey. So the little ability at the bottom, as the boss moves, you can kind of move him with the boss around the map, which is really good because then you're not having to sell or create a helicopter as well too to move him. So we are going to place an ice monkey and make this a 5-2-0 here. And we will end up placing a plane and making this a 2-4-0. And that's in order to be able to move our towers so we don't have to sell as much. So we'll be moving the ice monkey. You'll see we'll end up moving the boomerang as we start rebuilding the boomerang as well too. Next, we're going to go ahead and place the boomerang, and this is going to end up a 0-5-2, and mark this on strong. Pretty much almost all of your towers you can go ahead and mark on strong. With this boss, I think the most difficult thing for people is making sure that you're moving your towers, but also paying attention to what it's immune to. If it's immune to primary, do you have enough support of the other towers? So just make sure you're being mindful of that. And then once you upgrade that boomerang, just be mindful of moving your towers. Like the ice monkey, you can move the ice monkey over, as you see where I did there, so it's targeting the boss so we can get maximum damage there. And then we're going to upgrade to the carrier flagship. As you see now, we've kind of got a good defense from all of the different towers here, and that's going to help as it goes immune to each one. I did go ahead and place down another helicopter so I can able to move remove that boomerang and the ice monkey, so that's why I placed those. You don't have to do that, but I find it's more effective to do that versus selling and then having to rebuy things. And as you see here, I'm going to start placing all of my dart monkeys as well, because we are going to be making a dart paragon at this point. So you're going to start seeing me placing T5s. If you do have the ability where you can place 2 T5s bottom path, I suggest doing that because it can make your paragon stronger, and then there will be more damage, so then you have maximum damage for when we have to switch to the sub paragon. So I'm going to continue building for the dart paragon and then also moving my towers in range of the boss. So that's why you see me like moving the helicopter and then also going back and upgrading to my T5s. And then eventually you are going to see me here upgrade to the Energizer, which is the sub. That's going to kind of help with the damage as well too, and we're also going to be doing a paragon, so we can go ahead and upgrade that now because we're going to be creating our dart paragon after it goes to immune to this primary here. So right now we just want to kind of maximize the damage and hold everything off until we can create that dart paragon on here. So that's kind of why we are just moving our towers and saving up for the dart paragon. So while you're saving for the dart paragon, because we have 8 more rounds at this point to get through, I went ahead and placed a druid, a 250. As you're going to see, even with the defenses we have, the rock balloons are going to start getting a little bit more difficult to pop. You can also sell your primary monkey, the ice monkey at this point, since it is immune to primary, and immediately once it goes unimmune to primary, we're going to create that dart paragon. So like if you want to sell the ice monkey and then upgrade the druid of the forest for extra damage, you can. I really didn't go for too much defense here while I'm waiting to upgrade to the dart paragon because I'm just kind of saving. But if you want to add additional defense from other towers apart from primary, you can go ahead and do that. But I just kind of waited it out at this point to get through the immune to primary. So at round 90, you'll see it's going to go immune to primary, and then we're going to sell and then create the dart paragon. But make sure that you're moving like your super monkey in range of the ball so it's constantly doing damage. But once it gets closer to that 89 and almost to that 90, you can go ahead and sell the super monkey to create your dart paragon here. So you will see that in just a moment where I'm going to sell the super monkey in order to create the dart paragon. But until then, just make sure you move him in range there. And just be prepared to go ahead and create your dart paragon right away because those rock balloons are pretty heavy at this point. So definitely if you have it on fast, put it on slow. And then right before it ends on round 89, you're going to immediately see me sell the super monkey. If you're short, just sell something else and then immediately create that. Once you create your dart paragon, I suggest leaving it on slow and start putting all of your T5s out for your sub. If you don't want to do a sub and you want to do a different paragon, you can absolutely do that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm working towards the sub paragon. I also rebuild an ice monkey right here at the end just to kind of help with damage in the rock balloon since the boss is more towards the end. And once this goes immune to primary, then we are going to sell our dart paragon so we can create our sub paragon. But as you see, we're creating a lot. So right before it goes immune to primary, make sure that I sold everything to make sure I had enough money. So you're going to see me sell the helicopters, but you want to leave the dart paragon right before it turns. So kind of sell everything else to ensure you have enough, and then right immediately sell and then create your sub paragon here. This should actually get you to round 40. I messed up, so it got me almost to 140, but easy strategy, guys, to where you can easily put 2 paragons. If you selected a different paragon, please let me know. If you get through 140 and you build this quicker, you can actually go ahead and build another paragon if you want it, like sell that one and build another one. So there's so many different strategies. Let me know how far you guys got in the comments, and I'll see you on Island 2. Thanks, guys.